Has Magic the Gathering jumped the shark? And the reason why I ask this is because they've unveiled their entire catalog of releases for the next 2 years, and some of these sets, well, I mean, they don't really fit. Welcome back to the channel, Mattcaster Mage. If you ever do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in on all the fun we have here on the channel. Now we're going to cover some news that's probably already been covered on YouTube, but I thought I'd be the one to throw my hat into the ring and give my opinion on it, and also let you guys know what's going on in case you haven't figured this one out yet, or in case you haven't actually saw the news. There is a ton of releases here, including going back to Ravnica, going back to Ixalan, and there's a few other weird gems in there, as well as some sets that maybe would put you off. Sets that don't really make any sense for the flavor of Magic, but I mean, they've been kind of straying away from that for a while now, but some of them really make me scratch my head, literally, and think how they came up with this, because some of them are just bizarre flavor-wise, but not even just that, like irrelevancy, pretty much. So let's take a look at these releases here. So Wilds of Eldraine, we already know that's coming out September 8th, and they've already had some artwork released for that, and they've already actually had some spoilers, so that's something we're not going to cover much. This one's interesting, Lost Caverns of Ixalan. So this is going to be in Q4 2023. So after exploring the wilds of Eldraine, players will return to Ixalan where dinosaurs roam in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. The set includes thematically appropriate collaboration with the blockbuster Jurassic World franchise, also celebrating the 30th anniversary this year with the releases of Jurassic Park 1993, with cards featuring brand new artwork that showcase iconic characters and scenes spanning across 6 feature films in the Jurassic World franchise, which I think is fitting. Like flavor-wise, you're going to Ixalan. I think that's a flavor win for sure. I think that one I'm going to give my thumbs up with, but it's not that set that I'm worried about. There's a few other ones that we're going to discuss a little bit later on here. Ravnica remastered, similar to Dominaria remastered, Time Power remastered, so we know exactly where the set's going to go. Basically, bringing cards from that block, like doubling season maybe again we're going to see, because that was from the original Ravnica, Shocklands, and they're going to do the old borders on it, old foils, and it's kind of cool, but you know, you look at the prices of Dominaria Remastered, which is a fun set to draft, but my god, just imagine buying that at release for the prices that they were going for. Yeah, not going to feel good for the wallets. Okay, so we have Murders at Karlov Manor. In Murders of Karlov Manor, players will experience Ravnica through the eyes of the keenest detectives. A new vision of Ravnica, Murders at Karlov Manor, is Magic's take on the detective genre, with clues, secrets, hidden identities, and mysteries to unravel. It's a top-down, archetypal whodunit. Fans will need to use their sleuthing skills to solve an innovative puzzle to escape. So it's kind of like an escape room with like a little bit of Magic the Gathering vibes thrown in there. So it's interesting that they are going down a path that feels like they're trying to get more players who are interested in board games to play. I mean, if Commander is going to be the focus for Magic moving forward, it does make sense that they're going to have, you know, sets that feel more like a board game. And that ties in perfectly to the next set we're going to discuss. Ravnica Clue Edition. Yes, the game Clue. So if you didn't think that Magic was already going down the board game route, well, this pretty much solidifies it. So, Ravnica Clue Edition combines Clue's timeless immersive crime-solving experience and cast of colorful suspects with Magic strategic depth, all within the Ravnica setting. A self-contained experience, Ravnica Clue Edition is a standalone game that welcomes fans of Magic and Clue alike to unleash their inner sleuths and solve the mystery as Ravnica's premier detectives. So this one's going to be interesting. It's a standalone game, so it's not going to be like a regular set. So maybe that's a little bit better for a flavor win. But again, like they already kind of tried to release board games before, or something attuned to a board game with one of the unsets. I believe it was unsanctioned, right? So, and this one's interesting because we're going to a Western theme. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Release date Q2 2024. In 2024, Magic Gathering will bring players to a new world with Outlaws of Thunder Junction, featuring some of Magic's most notorious villains. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is an action-packed frontier fantasy that reimagines the Western game. So we are getting more planes, which is kind of cool because I feel like they've been returning to so many places and they need places to remaster in the future, right guys? So just imagine in 10 years time, we're gonna have a Thunder Junction remastered set. Modern Horizons 3 release day 2024. Ooh, yeah. That means Modern's gonna rotate, guys. So here it is, get ready. So Modern Horizons returns in 2024 with Modern Horizons 3. Magic players love Modern Horizons sets for the rewarding draft format and nostalgic callbacks. Players can expect all of that and more with fan favorite characters, including some double face cards and planeswalkers. So We are getting more Planeswalkers. I know Magic was kind of shifting away from Planeswalkers for a bit, but it is kind of cool to see them back, at least being mentioned in Modern Horizons 3. Some people don't like Planeswalkers, some people do. I think they're okay. I don't run too many Planeswalkers in any of my decks, but I don't really mind playing against them. It does feel sometimes like an extra player on the board, but some people feel like it's a little bit unfair. We have Bloomburrow here. Magic fans can venture to Bloomburrow, a cute and cozy new world in Magic that doesn't include humans at all. Instead, it includes a bold adventuring party of anthropomorphic animal friends like squirrels, frogs, rats, and rabbits that will need to band together on an important quest. So this one really feels like they took Unfinity and they're like, let's make Unfinity legit. And that's pretty much what we're getting here with this set. Interesting. I think it'll be a cute set. Again, they're trying to compete with games like Pokemon and Lorcana now, stuff that brings like a lot of cute, child-friendly characters to the game. I know Magic's 13+, so that's going to be a little difficult, but I think this could work. It could work. And, at the end of the day, that's what they're trying to do, bring more people into the game. We have Duskmourn House of Horror released at Q4 2024 release date. In late 2024, Magic the Gathering explores a more modern theme with Duskmourn House of Horror, which takes place in a haunted mansion and draws inspiration from 1980s era horror movies, games, and media. So interesting. Maybe we'll see some kind of callbacks to like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. And then we're going back to Innistrad with another remastered set. Looks like every year we're getting a remastered set. Innistrad remastered. There's not really much to say here. I can cover what they've already wrote, but you know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to, look at all the Innistrad sets and then just find a way to remaster the cards, old borders. So you're going to get a lot of callbacks to old cards. So it'll be a great draft experience, but we'll see how the prices hold for stuff like that. The last remaster set, Dominator Remaster, did not hold very well. Codename Tennis. Okay, we're getting Codename now. In 2025, the set currently codenamed as Tennis explores the racing genre, but with Magic twist. This set is shaping up to be Magic's first multiplanar death race across 3 different worlds. Another codename, Ultimate, release date 2025. Mighty dragons abound in the set codenamed Ultimate, which will be returned to the fan favorite plane of Tarkir. So we're going back to Tarkir. So I would keep an eye on those allied fetch lands because they might reprint them in that set. Another codename, Volleyball. So these are all just codenames. So these ones, they don't have a full name yet. So we have Volleyball released in 2025, Wrestling 2025, Yachting in 2026, and Ziplining in 2026. And here are some other sets that wasn't mentioned in that particular article. So I brought up a new page, and these are some interesting ones. So as you can see here, there's a visual for Q1, Q2, and Q3. This will be 2024. So next year, we are getting a lot of Universes Beyond. We're getting Fallout. It's a game, it was popular when it came out. I don't know a lot of people who play Fallout anymore. I don't know a lot of people who are massive Fallout fans. That one's an interesting flavor to throw into Magic. I don't know how that one's gonna resonate with fans and players. I personally don't like it, but we have another one to discuss here. Another video game. We have Assassin's Creed. So we have Assassin's Creed, another, I think, pretty irrelevant franchise. Yes, it was popular, but I feel like at the time, are you really going to get people who basically download games for like $1 on Steam to buy a bunch of booster packs for Assassin's Creed? I just can't see it happening. I think, they're going to have a hard time getting anything remotely as big as Lord of the Rings because, let's face it, Disney owns like a lot of the great lucrative IPs, and they're not gonna let Magic the Gathering, in my opinion, take any of them for a game, even if Wizards offers a substantial amount of money, because that's gonna be their bread and butter for Lorcana moving forward, is things like Marvel and Star Wars. And another one here is Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards. Yes, we are getting a Final Fantasy that is going to be revealed in 2025. And I think out of all the Universes Beyond, not including Lord of the Rings, this one is going to do the best when it comes to video game tie-ins. Fallout and Assassin's Creed, I don't think are going to sell quite as well as Final Fantasy. Let's face it, Final Fantasy is a massive genre. It's a very big IP. I was surprised they were able to land this, to be honest, because when I saw like Fallout and Assassin's Creed, I was like, oof, they are really digging at the bottom of the barrel here for some sort of IP to do a set on. But Final Fantasy, I have to say, that's definitely a great flavor win, and I do think they're going to have some great anime cards, and obviously anime cards have been, pretty exciting to see on the market. You know, you look at Wilds of Eldraine, and some of the reasons why people are excited is because of the artwork, and I think Final Fantasy is going to be able to captivate that in a huge way. So amazing. Anyways, guys, crazy news here. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Magic the Gathering has jumped the shark? Are you excited for some of these sets moving forward? Are you excited for more Universes Beyond? I'd love to know your thoughts about it down below in the comment section. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one.
Use promo code Mattcaster for 5% off your order at Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store. Qualified orders get free shipping Canada-wide if you use our promo code Mattcaster at checkout. Whether you're buying singles or sealed product, use our code to support the show and get a discount.